I wouldn't label myself as anti measures or anti anything, but like, more than anything, I just want to question it. I remember first my family were very, and as well as myself, were very paranoid. I think everybody was very afraid initially. So, my sister has asthma, so we kind of already were, like as soon as the colleges closed, we kind of already were like kind of behaving as though we were in a lockdown. I do not know a single person. I think at the beginning, I think I knew somebody who knew somebody who had it, but I personally don't know anybody who's had it or died of it. I've gone into a few arguments over on Facebook over this and all this sort of thing. Like, I mean, I acknowledge that this virus is capable of killing people, but as well, I think an important thing to know is that the average age of the person to die of this virus is in their 80s, which is also the average life expectancy. I mean, the face mask thing still doesn't make sense to me, and I wear the masks. Well, I mean, they've been made mandatory, so I don't really have a choice. Like, I think it's hard not to wear the mask as well. Like, in shops, if every single other person is wearing a mask, I mean, you're going to get eyeballs and all that. And I mean, I suppose really, I think a lot of these measures just either aren't necessary or just don't make sense. The likes of lockdowns, for instance, they're never a part of the WHO's guidelines. I mean, like they're not based off what WHO said is the scientific way to deal with a pandemic or an epidemic. These guidelines are inspired from China's modeling. I mean, which I think, that's a thing that worked over here, so now let's implement that over here. And I think government putting us into lockdown of like a kind of curfew, you're not allowed to go more than this amount of kilometers away from your house. Really, I think it's almost like an infantilization of an entire country. I think it's taken away grown adults' sense of responsibility and freedom, and it's conditioning children to get used to basically isolation. And really, I think that with the statistics that were given about COVID in terms of its death rate and so on and so forth, I don't think it even really justifies this extreme action. I think there needs to be a grown-up conversation about the prospect of death, that people are going to die of this. And I think it should be down to an individual level to, if you want to protect those around you, if you want to protect people who are vulnerable, who are elderly, well then just of course, do whatever the hell it is that it takes, And basically what I'm saying is that if there is a COVID crisis, we need better people we need someone else in the driver's seat. I mean, we need somebody who hasn't got their own little agenda to lead us out of this. And look, I'm not claiming to be any expert or genius on any of this topic or whatever, but I just think these things need to be discussed more.